Ooh, I forgot to do some things.
Uh-oh, what did you forget?
Uh-oh. Oh, I can't do it now, can I?
We're gonna have a
We're gonna
surprise
have a surprise call. I
phone call.
guarantee you. I guarantee you the day I don't turn off the ringer, my mom's gonna call me and be like, "Are you guys live tonight?" Don Kimball, how's it going? First time here. Well, glad to see you.
Welcome.
Kate Rogers, how's it going? 13 Moons Homestead, what's up? Is my hair all crazy?
It's always crazy.
It's always crazy. Making lemonade from lemons, Shayla, how's it going? Ecocentric Homestead, how you doing? Jewelry Time, Vasago Games, Tech Nerds. Oh, man. So what's all happened since our last live? I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Not much.
There you have it, folks. Not much going on. Gregory Lyon, how's it going? PC, Two Wild Onions, Homestead, glad to see you here. PC says hello from Florida.
13 Moons Homestead filling garden beds.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, I was working in the garden today. I was supposed to be editing a video,
But what?
I was working in the garden.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Richard Solomon, what's up? Hi, Jim and Jessica. You two are rocking. I'm on my east wall now, ready to install 16-inch PVC for windows. 16-inch pick for windows. Nice. Excellent. Heirloom Permaculture's in the house. I seen that PM, John. Trying to mess with the stream already, I think. Garden, do you prefer gardening over editing?
Yeah, usually. I like editing, but I mean gardening. Come on.
Come on. Going back and forth. Now that's a nice day, huh?
Yeah.
Loco says, "What's up, guys? Geeky Gardens, sowing a legacy. Happy birthday, Angela." What?
How's the sifter working out?
Sifter is working out fantastic. It's working out pretty well. I probably could have made the legs a little bit wider, make the cart go in and out of there a little easier. Um, but otherwise, other than that, pretty good. Mama Grows says, "Hi guys, I'm working as a listener. Well, I'm glad you could be here and listen along. We appreciate that." The Apricot Tiny House, good evening. Sowing a legacy. What do you guys got planned tonight? You going out? Oh, quarantine. It's quarantine birthday. Can't go out, right? Ugh. But you get to be with the ones you love, though, right? John's not being it's being especially kind today, right? Taking care of you today.
This is her birthday present.
Jewelry shopping or watch GDP for her birthday. Here we are. Wow, that is pretty amazing. What's up? Garden of the Geeks. This is the most social interaction I've had in the last month. Right? YouTube lives, man, they're great. Great ways to connect
Without
while remaining the social distancing guidelines. How's everyone doing out there with the lockdown? Everyone out there okay? It's crazy. Jewelry Time wants to know, how will you attach your liner to your cistern? sheer will.
The power of our minds. That's actually going kind of in the wall, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's right.
Okay, and I think someone asked if we got the liner yet.
We've ordered the liner.
It's on its way. Yep.
Well, I don't know if it's on its way yet, but we've ordered the
Oh,
liner.
okay.
How long ago did I order that?
A week ago.
Ooh, a week ago. Well, it could be on its way. It could be on its way. Heirloom Permaculture says, a bright side of the quarantine is the opportunities it has provided us, you know? And that's a really great way of looking at it, too, is like, can you turn some of these events into positives? Try and take advantage of some of these opportunities that might be opening up.
Yeah.
I mean, for us, well, it hasn't really changed much. We like to just hang out here anyway, so. But it's just been focusing on the Cistern, focusing on the build out here. But I guess we probably would have done it anyway.
Oh, Raven Reese said, no gardening today. They're getting snow now.
Man, I've seen that. I've seen people talking about snow. And it's like, it's mind blowing to me that it's like April and people could still be getting that. But yeah, I guess it's happened. Like when we're living in Wisconsin, I've seen that happen before. So Han30 says, AZ Escapee, now in Oregon. Who did you order the liner from? That was from Agricultural Solutions. We went with, checked out, got a couple of quotes. There was even one, I think, in Arizona. But with Agricultural Solutions, they cut the liner to your specific size. Of course, once you order that and they process it, you know, that's done. Like, that's, you got yourself a liner, because there's no going back after that. Abel Williams says, which water tastes better, tap water or rainwater? You want to feel that one?
Rainwater, hands down.
Hands down, rainwater. Probably the best water you can ever drink. And that's, so I would say, like, you know, your city water and well water, then your rainwater. It's the best.
Oh, sounds like Don Kimball's getting ready to move to the area.
Ooh.
So if things go well.
Nice. Well, good luck. Good luck with that. In the Palominas.
Not too far.
Not too far. Nice area. We're gonna skip layer 13, go straight to 14. We're going straight to the top.
Sounds good.
Can't have 13. That's an unlucky layer. Don Kimball also says, how's your solar performing? Still working well? Still?
It's been great.
Doing amazing. You know, when we set that up for kind of like three trailers. But, and honestly, that would have taxed the system quite a bit. I think 3, or well, even 2 was a little sketchy, but with just the 2 of us,
it's perfect.
Yeah, even more than we would ever need, really.
Yeah.
Once we ditch this trailer refrigerator for like a regular, like, energy efficient refrigerator, that thing's gonna be rocking and rolling. Oak Knob Farm is here. What's up? Hope you don't have too many blisters from shoveling. You know, not too many, but I got like some on the like bottoms of each of my fingers. I got like calluses and blisters and stuff like that. It's crazy. I know you guys want to see all of them.
Yeah, trees.
Thrift Kid says, what sort of crops do you plan on growing? What is the plan for that? Are we planting anything, or are we just letting what we have, uh, just letting that grow? Are we planting any new things, or just?
Like this year or in the future?
Oh, you know what? That's a good question. Well, I don't know, both. Well, what sort of crops do you plan on growing? It could be. Yeah, talk a little bit about that.
Okay, well,
Definitely.
lately I've started doing a little more planning for our future food forest. So we want to have some tree crops and like a variety of different plants, kind of polyculture food forest going. So, but there's still a lot of planning to do as far as the particular things.
Tell them about what you found in the garden today.
Oh yeah. So I've planted a few things in the garden today and just moving some of the mulch around. There's earthworms, quite a bit actually. So that's pretty exciting for here. You know, I used to think there weren't earthworms in Arizona at all because when we lived closer to Phoenix, I never saw any when I was gardening.
Oh, definitely.
And now
I guarantee you, if you dug almost anywhere out here, you probably wouldn't find them, just in any random spot.
but if you can keep moisture in the upper layer for long enough in a little organic matter, they just appear.
They just, they just appear. So one of the most productive spots that we've had, or just going in, was the gray water, because the gray water was one of the first things we set up. And sure enough, there's earthworms digging around in there. Then yeah, I just noticed just that the fact that that area is shaded, got a lot of water there, bunch of earthworms in the garden. So it just goes to show you that even with these harsh clay soils that we have out there that can be remediated, earthworms come and start aerating that soil. I think eventually we're going to have some amazing soil out here.
Mm-hmm.
We're just going to keep working at it little by little. Yeah, Ecocentric says you got earthworms, you got good garden area. We're working on it. We're working on it. Very moist year. We've had almost 8 inches of rain so far this year, plus melted snow. It's pretty good. My bit, hello. Built on the Rock Homestead. Hear about the places where I've tried to make. Oh, see, Kiri's seeing some earthworms. You know, just start gardening. Gardening and the act of like intensively working that soil, like gardening does,
That creates
it creates such good soil so quickly. Patty G says we are using peat moss to help our clay soil. Well, John Q. Glass, thank you so much for that super chat. You two are doing great. Thank you so much for that. And the super chat is very generous. How many rows do you have completed now? DG, I wish I could tell you we had more, but we're still at 11 rows. I'm working on sifting. I was doing that all day today. Working on most of that yesterday. And then we'll, excuse me, a little dry, I think. And then I'm hoping that we can get a couple courses done over the next couple of days. But we can't stop at 13, right? Skip 13, go right to 14. Reap what you sow. Hello, what's up? Han30 says, do you have any idea how much water you're going to go through per month? Maybe it's just a trailer, not gardening. Well, per month it's a little difficult to say. I could probably figure that out. But, I mean, we don't use that much water, even here in the trailer. And I think right now our living situation is probably not quite going to be quite as efficient as it is when we build the house. So I think our water use will be even less then. Um, but what would you say we use per day? Maybe not even 20? Take a stab. Take a number.
I don't know. I
Something
would,
less
I
than
would say about 20.
maybe about 20.
Jose says the song. Oh wait, where'd you go?
Oh, we lost you, Jose. David Turney, sorry I'm late. Well, David, we're glad you're here. We appreciate you being here late or not.
Yes. Jose said the songs of the birds in the background have enchanted my soul into the realm of the gods.
Oh, wow.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
It happens every day.
Yeah, honestly, the area we've created here since we started building things, it's just become a haven for birds of all kinds. They like the area underneath the roof.
Another example of you
The
create the right
hacienda.
environment and things start moving in.
Yeah, lots of birds. Lots of birds. It's been nice. It's been cool. And we put water out for them, so and bird feed. So
Yeah,
it's a little bird paradise here, isn't it?
Yeah.
So here's the question: any plans for digging swales on the property to slow down the rainwater?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Swales are part of a larger uh, plan of doing some earthworks in here, and they definitely slow the water, let that infiltrate the soil. Because where, little quiz here, where's the best place to store harvested rainwater?
I know.
What is it?
Oh, are you quizzing me?
I'm quizzing you.
In the soil.
That's right. Best place you can store the rainwater, get it in the soil. Because you'll never be able to build enough cisterns to hold all that water. Yeah. Keep it in the soil.
It's
That's
cost
where it's
effective.
needed.
I see that Mac is here. I don't know if you said hi or not, but
I don't know if I did.
Hi, Mac.
Yeah, we can say hi twice.
Oh, we're allowed. Oh, will you, after all the billing is done, give the total breakdown of costs for others thinking about doing the same?
Yes, absolutely. That's definitely part of the plan. We've been keeping track of all expenses on the cistern, and I guarantee you right now, most of that's going to come from the liner.
Yeah.
The liner is the most expensive part.
And shipping the liner.
And shipping the liner. Early Permaculture says, store water high on the property. Good luck with that one. LOL. Time capsule. Larry Parrish says, hello from Florida.
Okay. I see Don Campbell asked, why did the county make you put in septic when you're using a human manure setup?
So, in the state of Arizona, even though in some counties they do allow the compost, 3-barrel composting toilet systems or manufactured composting toilet systems, sink water, kitchen sink water is still considered black water.
So at the very least, you have to have septic for your kitchen sink water, and that's what we did. Just the very smallest septic system we could do.
System. A 55-gallon barrel with a 30-foot leach line. Simple, easy to did it myself, and it works. I checked it out. It looks good.
Jim H asks, are you planning on getting any pigs or goats to help control growth on your property?
Yeah. All those, right?
Maybe. We've been talking about.
Don't you have like an animal list?
A multi-species rotational grazing system.
Do you have an acronym for that?
Not a good one.
You need to develop an acronym for that. Work on that. John Q. Glass asks, does the liner have to be shipped via freight? Unfortunately, yes, it does.
Yeah, it's very heavy.
And both places we were looking at for the liner, they almost come on like regular trucks. You need this like special order to have a lift gate on. And I think with the one here in Arizona, we would have needed to unload it ourselves either way. And we don't have any like.
Yeah, we can't.
It's not like we have a forklift here or anything like that, or a sweet tractor. Red Rocket Ranch Garden says, where did you source your bags? There is a bag manufacturing company. If you message us on Facebook or Instagram, I can get a number for that. But it was really, again, I think it was like 20 to 25 cents a bag. Of course, the most expensive part about shipping isn't a factor in there. But if you can find a source for bags even close to you, that might be a good thing. Or
nice
get
printed bags.
Or even maybe used bags. Like used feed bags if there's like a ranch or something nearby.
Richard Solomon said Comfrey was looking happy the last video I saw it. Yeah, that stuff's amazing.
Yeah, it like died back during the winter and it just
popped right
exploded.
Back up. Yeah, it's huge now.
Time to start dividing it up and propagating it, right?
Yeah, pretty soon.
The little white house is here. Says, hey everyone, how's it going? It's going good, Eric. I hope you're doing well.
Good to see you.
Getting started on homesteading says hello from the dirty old man. DG says crew keeps track of expenses on his solar calculator. You think he keeps track of expenses?
I don't know.
Not the way he goes through pizzles, he doesn't.
No.
Zion Gardner says, you guys are awesome. I'm glad to be in Arizona. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, Arizona is a fantastic place to be. You know, we moved here. We fell in love with it. We knew when we wanted to find our land, we wanted to do it here. And we want to use our permaculture techniques to help, you know, reverse a lot of the desertification, as soon as I can start talking, that we're seeing here in the desert. Richard Solomon says, will you install the liner before you go higher on the wall? We still got a little bit of ways to go before it gets too high. We definitely want to get the liner in the tank before we go too high with it, but I think we can get 2, maybe 3 more courses done before it would be like too big of an issue. What do you think? Ron Williams says, what is the approximate cost on the liner? I'm thinking about it here on my project. The cost of the liner itself was about $1,300. And that was for a 44 by 44, 40 mil thickness pond liner. Gregory Stewart says, hey guys, been digging the vids. Well, thank you so much. Man, we've been doing YouTube now for a couple years, and you know, we've been trying to improve as we go along. You know, you look at some of the older videos; they're not going to be quite as nice in there, but we've been working hard to try and like bring some information in there, you know, and just make them kind of fun. Mama Grow says, do you forage for edibles on your property? We haven't in a while, but we did eat some prickly pear, but we kind of brought that with us. It's not necessarily a wild edible.
There are prickly.
There are prickly pear out here,
but they're a little more prickly. A little more.
and then you also Yeah, didn't you harvest, what is that London rocket?
Yeah, I guess that's wild. I don't
Okay, I don't know. I'll just let you take care of this.
know. But we were talking about that, like, with the current situation, like what would happen if we had no access to any grocery stores? Like right now at this point, would we be able to make it? And
Nope.
you're like, no, probably not.
We
I
would
was
die.
a little more,
No, we could oh, excuse me. Live off the land, literally.
yeah, hunting and foraging. So I mean, I've learned a lot of the different plants and animals in the area and what's edible and what's not. So
How
I
would you
feel
hunt?
pretty. I mean, there's a lot of rabbits, jackrabbits, and cottontails around.
Would you just let this guy off the leash?
Maybe.
We'll have crew do our hunting for us.
I don't know if he could catch that much.
Could he catch a
though.
javelina?
Oh man,
Oh, I brought up the javelina.
we've had a lot of them lately during the day.
These
which
last
is
couple
weird.
days, we've had 3 javelina come right up close to the trailer, which is super strange. Right in the middle of the day. Usually they like to come at night.
Yeah,
They come at night.
but crew chased them off.
What is the weight of the Jim H says, what is the weight of the liner? I don't even know.
Isn't it like? Is it like? It's over 500 pounds, I think.
It's probably over
Right.
500. The one that was like 44 by 48, that was going to be about 700 pounds.
Mm.
So it'll be a little heavy, but I can manage. I'll just pick it up.
Gregory Stewart asks, any worry if the bags break down over time or will they hold up over time?
You were ahead of me.
So as long as they're protected from light, and they'll hold up for a fairly long time, even in direct light, but you don't want them for too long. And if they're covered, I mean, they last indefinitely.
Yeah, once you get them covered, they'll last forever. And different bags come with like different UV resistance, and these are misprinted feed bags. So I wouldn't put any stakes on a high UV resistancy on these things. So we do want to get a move on, get this tank built as quickly as possible, and just get that liner over it so that you don't see these bags breaking down.
Mm-hmm. But I don't. How long do you think it would take?
Here,
Yeah,
not long at all.
I'd say. I mean, probably a few months would be safe.
I think you got it. You think you got a few months once you start building. Jewelry Time says, I hate to think of what it's going to be like wrestling that liner around to get it in position.
Yeah,
It's
I'm a little.
could be
worried.
difficult, yeah. It could be difficult. But if need be though, I'll just drop the people's elbow on it. Pah!
Get it in.
Get in a chokehold. No holds barred. Ah!
Submission.
Reap what you sow asks, have y'all started a garden?
Yep. So we had some things growing from last year. It's still going. And then I just recently planted a few things. We're not going to do too much, but I planted a couple kinds of tomatoes, some dill, zucchini, those few things.
DG asks, so will the current tanks remain and overflow into the cistern? Unfortunately, we decided to make some changes on the cistern build out here. And we'll talk a little bit about that in tomorrow's video. But basically, we're just not going as high, so they won't tie into the current tanks that we have. And I want to plumb this roof straight into the new tank. And we were gonna have the new tank overflow into the old cisterns, but since it's not going quite as high, I'm gonna be plumbing our shed into the old water tanks. Could always mud the outside of the cistern after it's built. Red Rocket Ranch Garden, yes, but we do have a plan for that. So that should be exciting. We got a little plan for the outside of the cistern. Should be exciting. I'm excited. It'll go a little quicker than that.
Don asked, said, I hope it's okay to ask. Your YouTube vids are great. Are they modestly helpful financially?
Modestly.
Not enough for like a full-time income or anything.
Yeah,
like
like
that.
we couldn't quit our day jobs for the YouTube income we got. Why are you laughing? But it is bringing in a little bit now.
Helps.
You know, we're getting maybe 2,000 to 3,000 views a video, and I'd say we're probably bringing in approximately 200 to 300 a month from that. It's not bad. I won't complain.
Ooh, are you going to cut out any of the acacia to clear for other native plants? Bet it would make awesome biochar. Yeah, probably will have to clear some. There's quite a bit of acacia around here. We'll leave some.
Houston Firefox is in the house. What's up? David Turney says, call on everyone possible to get the liner in. Do not hurt yourself. And yeah, absolutely. You know, if we ever need to, there's definitely people we can call. I'll try and get that worked out. We're definitely not going to do anything dangerous, and we're definitely not going to put, you know, our lives or our health at risk or anything like that, risk injury or anything like that. Got to play it safe. North Star Prep Stutter, how's it going? Glad to see you. Don Kimball says, you've inspired me to consider making my own YouTube videos. Thanks for answering my questions. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'd say to anyone that's looking to start making videos, you know, just jump into it. Best thing is just to get started making videos and get some practice. I mean, just look at our beginning videos, you know, they're
horrible.
And then, you know, you just get better over time.
Ecocentric Homestead asks, are all cacti edible? I don't know for sure if they are. I know the ones around here are.
Yeah, I wouldn't just go start snacking on a cactus. But yeah, I mean, if you ever find yourself in that situation, I mean, a lot of them are.
Yeah, you just got to get past all the spines.
Or just do like the Javelina do.
Just start munching.
And they just start munching on it. They don't even care. It's like candy to them. Ozark Mountain Goats, how's it going? Glad to see you here. What? Am I behind? Houston Firefox. Thank you. Boom with the super chat. Will the cistern have an overflow to an area away from the house, perhaps into swales or such? Some of those storms are ferocious. Yeah, absolutely. So the plan was to have it overflow into the 2 tanks that we do have, but we'll probably put in an overflow pipe, have it go off toward the east, and yeah, it'll be away from a house or any structures like that. Maybe we'll have a large basin over there or something like that. And then possibly we can even maybe build another tank for that to overflow into at some point in the future. Yeah, Crew's busy over here. Just got down from the couch. He was on the couch, but now he's on the floor. He likes to take it easy around this time. Stretching out now. He likes to make that noise. John Wolf says, in-ground swimming pool. Yeah. The thing is, like, so this one's going to be a little smaller. This cistern is going to be a little smaller than what we had originally intended, but I'm okay with that. And then we can always build more and just have smaller cisterns like around the property.
I think that just makes more sense.
Yeah, it makes more sense, and it's much more manageable. You're not relying on it's more sustainable. You're not just relying on one cistern. Well, Don Kimball, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that.
David asks, how wet has it been there? It's been a wet year already here in Oklahoma. So any extra water this year? Well, our last rain was maybe 3 weeks ago. So we had quite a bit. Well, I don't want to say quite a bit, but we had some rain earlier in the year. And it's been kind of dry lately. We might get more rain. When?
Saturday.
There's a slight chance.
50% chance now.
Is it?
50% chance of rain on Saturday. So
we'll see.
We might get rain. We might get rained on. It's a bag day, so we might get rained on. But that's okay, because I'll take that rain, especially if we got a bunch of soil sifted. And that rain, what did you say? It was like a few weeks ago now, right? And I've been digging in a new pile of dirt to sift.
And
it's still moist under there. It's crazy. Cool. Yeah. Houston Firefox, thank you for another super chat. Could let Todd get away with that. Wow. Hey, if people want to start a bidding war, I'm not gonna turn it down.
Auction off Crew.
Whoa, you're on the selling block, buddy.
No.
Country Homestead Preacher, good evening. How's it going? Mama Grows asks, did you ever consider or research making a natural pond? I would love to do that. Yeah. Yes, definitely on our list. We definitely want to do that, like a natural pond, swimming pool, or something like that. Oh man, that would be awesome. Definitely on our list. If we ever do that,
yeah, that's very cool.
That's something we're going to implement here.
Having a natural pond with a natural filtration.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Watch out, Don. Watch out. You're in trouble. Right. We have 26. Can we get a higher bid? 26. Go on. And that's what we're here for. Right? If people got questions, people see what we're doing out here, they want to know any more information, we're always happy to help. That's why we started all this.
I mean, we're not experts on anything, but
disclaimer.
We're happy to share our experiences.
Yeah, we're not experts in anything, but we're just out here, just getting it done, just by necessity, getting those things done, building something from nothing. Making it happen.
Scott asks, what are the layers of dirt you encounter when you're digging those deep holes?
Well, you got that topsoil layer,
which is maybe about 2 feet, right?
Well, yeah, about 1 to 2 feet.
In some areas, anyway.
Then it goes into like a caliche layer, and then gravel.
And then, rocks
under that. Huge rocks. Well, Red Rocket Ranch Garden. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow.
That's awesome.
I'm blown away. This is thank you so much everyone for your generosity. That's absolutely amazing. Almost Homestead's in the house. Says knock knock and hello. I'm late. Busy day. We have well, yeah, I hear that. It is the days are getting longer, so I've been outside longer, just knocking it out, trying to
Getting
get
it
these
done.
projects done. David Turney, well, thank you, David.
Aw,
If I can't do any of this for myself, I can be part of yours.
thank
Absolutely,
you.
thank you so much for
So
that, David.
nice.
That's very generous. And yes, so this will definitely help go a long way, and especially finishing off this cistern. We still got the roof to do.
Yeah. North Star Prep Starters. Do you anticipate any seepage of water, or will it be completely watertight?
Should
be watertight.
Should be
And
watertight.
that's one reason why we decided to go with the pond liner.
Yes, because one of the options was to do like ferro cement, but we had some concerns with that, and the cement isn't watertight. It'd be a little seepage and stuff like that.
We might try a smaller ferro cement cistern in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely play around with the cisterns once we get this one built. I think it'd be fun just to have some fun and do some different types of builds using different materials and stuff like that. Oh, I'm excited. So much to do in only one lifetime. How are you going to get it all in there? The Macs are here. How's it going? Goldshaw Farm is in the house. Well, hey, Morgan, how's it going? CB's Greenhouse and Garden. Can I borrow $10? We might be able to handle that. Jessica, do you take lots of precautions that there's no barbed wire poking up to damage the pond liner? That is a really good question, Don. And we thought we were being careful with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
The barbed wire is actually pretty far into some of those courses, but we have noticed that, and I think it's mainly some of the beginning layers.
Yeah,
some of the barbed wire
figuring out what we were doing.
some of the barbed wire does poke out a little bit.
We're gonna have to take care of that, definitely.
So we got a plan in place for that, and we're probably going to take people through that and get that in the video, because
that's really important.
That's really important. Any mishaps that happen, we're gonna put that in there and speak on that. Sugar Creek Homestead of Tennessee, hello. John Wolf asks, how are you roofing it? Good question. We don't even know yet.
We don't
know. Now we're gonna probably do a ferro cement top for the whole cistern. We're very excited about that. We're a little nervous because it's just spans such a huge diameter going across there. So
yeah.
And then you gotta, when doing ferro cement, you gotta do both sides, which is another reason why I wanted to go a little shorter rather than 11 feet tall on that. Because if 11 feet tall, how would you even reach the top of that from the inside of the cistern? I don't even know.
Yeah, you'd probably have to put some forms up and attach that, and then.
Or should I just use the force
and
levitate myself up there?
Okay.
Here's a question, something I've been thinking about. I've been watching the Clone Wars on Disney Plus, and a question has popped into my head, but I've never seen it. Jedi can levitate things, right? Why can't they levitate themselves? I don't know if I've seen that before. Or shouldn't they be able to fly? But you don't see Jedi flying. Why is that? Build a house around the cistern and help use it as a cooling system. I like that idea. I think I've seen someone do that before, didn't they? I think I've seen that before. I think that's a really great idea. And having the cistern right inside the house like that. Um,
Yeah, that's a cool idea.
it's a cool idea. Unfortunately, we got plans already in place. But maybe we can build we'll build a dome around that cistern. Why not? The Haskin family vlog says, "Hey there, fine folks. I'm super late, but I'm here. We're glad you made it. Thanks for joining."
Charlotte said you inspired us to start a small version cellar and dome dining hall. Wow, that sounds awesome. Digging is hard work, so
Oh.
we'll be doing ours in phases.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Digging out here is rough. But they got a cool little small, I don't know what you'd call it, but they got a little machine that very very helpful. I'd love one of those.
Saw a bee go on the dirt dig site. We were seeing bees going in.
Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Those little ground bees. I don't know what else to say, but that's.
Or do you want to talk about all the bees we got around here?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well. Yeah, that's
And
gonna be in tomorrow's video.
we're gonna talk a little bit about that in tomorrow's video. Bring that up. But I'm talking to here now, during the live. You can tell spring is here because bees are everywhere, and we had
There's
this
swarms all
huge
coming through.
swarm come flying through the other day. It was crazy. But a swarm has moved in to our old hive.
Yeah, we have bees again.
And we got to watch out because we might have another swarm that wants to move into one of our unfinished hives that's sitting outside, right outside here.
Quick.
We got to finish it. We might have, so it looks like we might have another swarm, another bees that lives in our hive. And if we set up the other hive, who knows, we might be able to catch another one, have a couple of hives going this year. So that's really exciting. And then we got the details in tomorrow's video. Don't miss out on that. It's so exciting. CB's Greenhouse says, "You two are show enough kicking chicken over there." Well, thank you. Yeah, we're moving along on this cistern pretty well. And I think it'll be done maybe soon. Maybe in the next couple weeks, maybe. I don't know. Well, not done. With the walls, maybe.
Jedi sure can jump long distances though. Yeah.
I'll see. Red Rocket Ranch says Yoda can.
Yeah.
They jump long distances, but I don't know if I've ever seen them like fly.
Like fly through space.
I don't know. Stivers Homestead, how's it going? Glad to see you. They can sure jump. Oh, look, Goldshaw Farm, he's got it. Says they do it a lot in the prequels, lots of flips, and are all using force powers. I think it's just too hard to concentrate and fly over. That could be because they gotta concentrate pretty hard in order to move things. So to do that while flying would probably be, while moving through the air would probably be tough. Good point. Good point.
How long do you think it will take to get the house built once you get started?
That's a really good question. We've been moving along really well on the cistern.
So it's taken us about a month, and we might be able to go a little faster now that we know what we need to do to be a little more efficient. So maybe we could get like one part of it, like the underground part, done in about a month.
Maybe. I think.
So maybe.
Think we could. We could probably finish it this year, right?
Do you think 6 months for the whole house?
Yeah, I'd say yes. Let's go with it. 6 months for the whole house. We're gonna be done. Do you compost? If so, do you have a video on it? We do compost. You still use the tumbler?
Yep.
So we have a tumbler compost. And then, but mainly our biggest compost comes from the human manure compost. And we got a bunch of videos on that if you're interested in human manure. And but that compost should be ready in a couple months now, I think. I'm excited to dig into that.
Ooh, no.
Man, I am way far behind. There's like so much going on here.
Yeah. I've seen people use old grain tower tops to put on their tanks. That would be faster.
Oh man, that would be so nice.
Put it on there.
Houston Firefox has another super chat. $10. Just got to see the doll again. My neighbors are very off. I think we might have exercised that.
It might pop up in another video.
You never know. You never know. Don Kimball asks, what about fish harvesting, guys? I was wondering about a large cistern like the one you have and just stock it with fish. Well, we want to eventually we'd like to set up an aquaponic system. Man, just I think what an incredibly efficient way to grow.
Yeah.
And then not only can you get really nice veggies, but then you can harvest the fish as well.
Yeah, that's absolutely doable in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
just gotta
keep it from evaporating too much. And
yeah, I mean, I know a guy in up in central Arizona that's doing aquaponics pretty efficiently and is growing veggies like crazy. Scott asks, remind me again, how big is your solar setup and battery bank size? We have 15 320 watt panels, 2 inverters, and the battery bank size is we have 4 Tesla Model S batteries for 20 kilowatt hours worth of storage. Ravenry says, holy poop, no creepy doll nightmares.
Houston Firefox said, I thought the bee colony died. Yeah,
it did, but then new residents, they came back. Well, yeah, new bees. The bees are all over the place.
I think they smelled like the bee smells and that, and they just moved right in. A new colony.
Stivers Homestead says, human manure for the win. Ah, that's right. They've been doing that for 5 years.
Yep.
So this will be our first year doing it, and coming up on the second year now, and so the first pile we have should be ready to go.
Oh, and thanks for posting the compost videos.
Thank you, 13 Moons Homestead. She's awesome. Nicholas B asks, why do you sift the soil? I build earthbag houses and usually don't have to sift unless there's too much organic matter. I'm not sure you need to. We have been running across a bit of organic matter. I think sometimes some of the topsoil got mixed in with some of the subsoil.
The biggest issue is rocks.
A ton of rocks. So I've started on sifting a new pile over here, and man, it's just, I get like a few shovelfuls of dirt, and half of that is probably gravel and large rocks.
But you tried a little bit without sifting.
If you can get a decent pile, like when we were finishing our last course, we ran out of soil, and then She's like, oh, you gotta sift some more. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna grab some from that pile.
Yeah.
And it had gravel
in.
in there, but it
We
wasn't
just
too bad.
grab the bigger rocks
Chunks and
out of
you
there.
toss it out and put it right in the bags. So it kind of depends on what we're working with. Later, bub, getting started on Homestead, and we're glad you could pop in here for a bit. Jim, someday let's tour your solar. We could probably touch on that again. We do have videos on it, but I don't know. Maybe we can make a better one. Raven Reed, 15 panels. Yep, 15 320-watt panels. They're wired up. Each are wired up in series, and then they all go in parallel into our shed.
Charlotte said, yes, it was a bee that went into the hole in the side wall of the pit. Maybe we should put a bee box. Actually, like, there's a lot of native ground dwelling bees. And one thing, usually you want to have like a ground cover with vegetation, but I think if you do have those kinds of bees, it might be good to leave some areas of bare ground. And we were talking about doing that, just having like mounds of dirt or something for bees to live in, because there's quite a bit of those digging bees around here.
The more bees, the more bees, the merrier, right?
Yeah. So they'll lay their eggs in the ground. They dig little holes.
Well, Houston Firefox, another super chat. Well, thank you. Jessica, there are plenty of guy things to do around there. What do you do to the place to make it yours? Well, that's a very good question.
I think, well, one reason why we make a good team is he kind of like, he's a really hard worker. So he does a lot of the hard physical work and really pushes us to get things done. And I do a lot of the finishing touches. So I like to put my little artistic touches on the things that we do.
Yeah, so like we near the end of a project, I'm like, you want my help finishing? I was like, no, get away. It's my turn. I've seen another homesteader in Arizona that has a greenhouse that is 6 feet in the ground. I have no idea if it was successful. Do you know anything about that? My guess, David, is that could you be talking about Homesteadonomics?
Was that 6 feet down?
Were you thinking no?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
He's the only one I know of that's done an in-ground one in Arizona that I know of. But I think he grows in there. But he doesn't talk too much about it. I think he's making adjustments on there. But that's kind of what we want to do. And when we start building our forever greenhouse, we're going to go down to help moderate the temperatures.
How far is it to the largest town? So the Douglas is probably the closest largish
town. It's got a Walmart. It's about a half hour away.
Yeah, it takes us a half hour. And then Sierra Vista is an even larger town, and that takes us an hour drive.
So in other words, you gotta know what you want and try and get everything in one shot if you can. I mean, it's not a horrible trip to get more supplies, but you don't want to make it more often than it's not exactly right around the corner. Jim also provides extra energy. Gotta go, guys. Good job. Well, thank you so much, Haskins Family Vlog. We're getting close to the end here. I just want to thank everyone for joining us. Really appreciate you spending this time with us. Hope we got those questions, as many of your questions as we could. Thank you so much for the super chat. All the super chats, really appreciate that. Thanks to all of our moderators. They always do such an awesome job. And then we'll call it a night. Thank you so much, everyone. Good night, all. Thank you.